What did he want you to do?
He wanted to pay me to find people and bring them to him. And help him do his thing. And kill him.
Hello, Music Multiverse listeners, and welcome back to Beyond Your Radio, and this is Keep It Dark. This one could be the toughest to swallow, the darkest to hear. This is not a generals gathered in their masses. These are masses run by generals. Generals of an audio nightmare of doomy proportions that reach down to the very soul of something, someone so sinister, so murderous, so intentful, and ultimately real. A Sabbath of hunting and sabotage for an ultimate kick at death. Welcome to the doomy, stoner, and horrific, insane condition of the mentally unhinged and the non-fictional essence, mystery, and evil told by Church of Misery. Japan, 1995, formed by bassist Tatsu Mikami and doom sludge groovers that he enlisted, which in the dark, psychopathic, last man standing kind of way has him as the last madman standing and the bassist alive and well. No, the other members just didn't die. They needed to survive the experience of being in the band, but they did not. They didn't survive the blackout to the stories of serial killers, murderers, psychopaths from the real environment of this dreaded world of brutal reality that has befallen so many. The tonal death grunge and sonic syllabus provided on each is a dark travel through bass, through fuzz, space rock, and like vocal devil mutter and tortured truths. The pursuit they have is grooved punishment that kind of swallows your ears, your mind, enter your anxiety, and push the ugly everywhere, and march kind of through you in a time to assault those that have come to such places. There is no comfort here. There is an atomic noise and determined pursuit to bring you around to their cult of disturbed personality. This is heavy, that has reason. It has accountability and a fearful symmetry from them as the reaper. They can massacre a cowbell like no other. They can sonic punk riff with one way or another.
Trust you, give or take from them. Well, we're not the
Perplexes why a bassist could have such an obsession with such dark material, how he shifts this Hannibal Lecter like material into a stoner doomed musical dead dread. It can be the monstrous of Magnets or the catchiest of Conans. But in the end, it can only be described at a band at the edge of obsessive studies and manifesting a sound and audio soulless diary that is beyond any possible psychedelic album ever made. You know, when Ozzy makes that statement in our tribute to him, and we talked about where he said, "Hey, did you listen to that last Zeppelin album? It's pretty heavy." And Sabbath said they would be heavier. Church of Misery is heavier and then heavier in an entirely different way. There is nothing in comparison to Church of Misery. Why? Well, there are all kinds of satanic ritualistic bands, from fake to quasi-real to even AI. They try to make you believe. They try to use some sort of tonal description and dread that's false. It doesn't live in a reality. It's like when you see Nightmare on Elm Street, it becomes almost comical at a point. You're so disassociated with it. That is not Church of Misery. Your association is real. And they're there to make you scared. Church of Misery, they have no need to make you believe. Church of Misery does not emulate or even try to reenact. Church of Misery places the audio like deeper into your psyche with just a clip. And then from there, they manifest the mayhem from the riff, bass line, thunderous pounding of drums. Then they use everything else in the musical arsenal to let it surround you, which can be spacey, it can be clicking, it can be production, it can be anything. The best example of all of this is The Second Coming in 2004, or the 2023 stellar album Born Under a Mad Sign, which did make our top 23 albums of 2023. It would be your, I don't know, easiest starting point, maybe. But from there, going back, you're going to have to be prepared that this is a stoner psychedelic impaling that spares no moment. It would be kind of an undertaking to get there, but probably worth it. The albums in servitude to the dark nonfiction sound interpretation of the most evil of men are Volume 1 in 1997, which, yes, it looks like a Black Sabbath album. Born Too Late, which is split with a band called Chevy, heavy with the S in front. They're a Canadian doom act, in 1998. Then Master of Brutality in 2001. Now that also looks like a Sabbath record, intentionally. The Second Coming is in 2004. Houses of the Unholy in 2009. That was the first to get Metal Blade Records and Rise Above Records. I don't think this is what Led Zeppelin had intended. Thy Kingdom Scum in 2013. And then two more records, and then There Were None in 2016. And then Born Under a Mad Sign in 2023. The band is nice enough to subtitle so you can fall into the research rabbit hole. Well, it's good for them. I appreciate that. Why this kind of electric chair, gas chamber ready, I don't know, death row inmate audio sacrifice? I can't really be certain. All I know is there's a draw, a calling, if you will. The enticing heavy blues riffs and thundering bass is somehow insanely compelling. The blackened delivery and godless groove is done with such fever and intensity that There's no denying it. It's a trance like almost, pulling you closer. The words and guttural vocal manifestations are imperfect, bipolar, and they're unhinged. In some cases, the guitar rhythms are a tale of the times against it. What do I mean by that? I mean that it was groovy times led to such atrocities. How could the summer of love find the son of Sam? The musical instruments have a reenactment like quality. The overall compositions of the albums make it impossible to cover or escape. You can try, but the hidden bipolarism of a soul or that of your own compels you to stay, even though you know how it all ends. The darkest of churches, the audio of real misery, the sound is the pursuit, the rabbit hole you can only see darkness through, but you know there's something on the other side calling to you. Will you pray to the audio pounding and pondering at the church of misery? You will. Rob Zombie can't be your end game. There's more for you. This is Keep It Dark, coming to you from the wickedest doom groove worshiping parking lot just outside the Church of Misery. The service will start soon. We're on the web at beyondyourradio.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course. Articles, videos, podcasts coming soon. It's all about albums, bands, artists, anything we can get our hands on. Go Beyond Your Radio with us, a real music appreciation channel. In 2 weeks, join me back here again for the Obsidian Kingdom. Thanks for watching and happy listening.